I'm assuming you're on this page because you're actually looking for a Google Maps scraper or a Google lead scraper or a Google Places scraper. You've probably been on Google. You've probably done a Google search just like this for Google Maps scraper or Google Places scraper, Google lead scraper, and once you've done the search, you found my page, you've clicked on it, and here you're here. My name's John Vaughn. I'm a 36-year-old young man. I am the founder and CEO of the software development firm Tier 5. I'm actually not a marketer. I'm a software engineer, entrepreneur, and business owner. Like I said, I'm the founder and CEO of Tier 5. And since you're looking for a Google lead scraper, I actually have two of them that I know are going to be very, very useful for you if that's what you're actually looking for. They work great. They're built and developed and supported by a professional software engineering firm. And I want to just, instead of, like I said, I'm not a marketer, so instead of going all crazy and trying to use Jedi mind tricks to get you to buy something that I'm literally only going to charge you a cup of coffee for, I want to just go ahead and demo the software, show you the software, show you how it works so that you can understand quickly if it's for you or not. And if you decide to take this offer, like I said, it's only going to cost you a cup of coffee. I'm going to give you both softwares. I'm going to give you the Google Places scraper so you can get all the data from Google Places. I'm going to give you the Google Maps scraper, and I'm also going to give you the opportunity where I will give you a master class and I will teach you exactly how I have personally used this software to find my ideal customers on the internet for free and start a cold outbound campaign to them and convert them into paying clients, and how I've literally been able to build a multi-million-dollar company using this process. So let me just go ahead and jump into the software. First, we're going to go ahead and look at unlimited business leads, which is the Google Places scraper. So all we're going to do is we're going to do a search here, let's say lawyers in New York City. Once we do this search, we're going to see right over here that there are a whole bunch of Google Places, and we have this little button right here that says More Places. So all we're going to do after we do our search, if we see these places over here, and if we see this button called More Places, we know we'll be able to use the Google Places scraper. We're just going to click on that. As soon as we click on that, we're going to see this notification pop up that lets us know we can get leads from here. So all we're going to actually have to do is click on the software, and then we can either download the data directly to a CSV file so that we can do whatever we want with it, or we can use the webhook integration and we can send the data in real time to any webhook that we want, probably a webhook in our CRM, so that as we collect the data, as it comes directly from Google Places, it's going to be sent to that webhook, and if that webhook is for our CRM, we can have the data inserted right into our CRM and start the outbound campaign, which is what I actually do. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use the CSV for this demo, and we're just going to click on confirm, and we're going to let the software do its job. I'm going to go small. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee. Like I said, this offer is literally only going to cost you a cup of coffee. That's it. It will save you so much time. This is something that I used to do manually when I first, and this is the reason that we built the software, because whenever I first started this process and I first started this company like 6 years ago, a little bit over 6 years ago, I was literally doing this, but I was doing it all manually. I was going through and manually getting all this information, going through and manually saving it to a spreadsheet, and then copy and pasting it, starting my outbound campaign, and it took a lot of time. And since I run a software engineering firm, and since I am a software engineer, we decided to build a software that will actually save all the time and automate the process, and I'm going to offer it to you, like I said, for a cup of coffee. So as you can see, the software is just doing its job. It's already collected 20 leads, and it will actually go through every single result here. Now, I'm not going to do that in the demo. I'm just going to let it go to the second page and get about 25, 30 results so that you can see it's going from page to page. It does take a little bit of time just because we don't want Google to get mad at you. So we do it in kind of a slow way. It is much faster doing it like this than doing it manually. And while it's running, you can be doing anything that you want. So while it's running, you can literally be doing anything that you want. You can see we've already got 28 leads here. So you can see right up here, we've already got 28 leads, 30 leads here. So now we're just going to go ahead and stop scraping. You can see that our file is downloaded right over here at the bottom. Just click on that, open it up. And here you can see all the information that we've got from all our leads. All right, so here's all the information. Here's their email addresses. Here's the name of the people if those are available. Here's their rating, the total reviews that they have, whether this comes from an ad, if they're running an ad, city, state, zip code, website, literally all the information that you need to start your outbound campaign. So this is how the Google Places scraper works. So I've showed you the Google Places scraper. Now I'm going to go in and show you the Google Maps scraper. So we're just going to go here to Google Maps. Now you'll notice Google Maps is a little bit different interface than Google Places. All right, so there are two different softwares. One is going to work for you on Google Places, which is what we just saw. The other one is going to work for you on Google Maps. So it really depends on where you're searching on Google. But we're going to do basically almost the same search here. We're just going to search dentist and New York City. All right, so we're going to search dentist in New York City, and you'll see again we have this green box that pops up to let us know, hey, we can get leads from here. So there's a lot of dentists in New York City. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come over here. Basically, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to download the data as a CSV file, and we're going to hit confirm. We're going to let the software go out now and do its thing. All right, the software is going to go. It's going to do its thing. Again, we can do whatever we want to do right now. I'm going to have a little drink of my coffee. And again, we're just going to let the software, do its thing. Sometimes it gets hung up like that. If it gets hung up like that, all we're going to do is we're going to run the search again. So we're just going to run the search again, and then we'll just run the software again. If something actually happens and it gets hung up on the data, we'll just run the search again, let the software run again. Sometimes Google passes a little bit of weird data, and it causes the software to get hung up. So all we'll do is we'll just start it over. You can see now it's actually collecting leads. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. If it bothers you, then maybe you should just spend your time doing this manually, all right? This will save you a huge amount of time. I've used these softwares to generate leads that have literally produced millions and millions of dollars in revenue for my company. So now the leads themselves, obviously, you get the leads, you're not going to have money. You're going to have to get the leads, and then you're going to actually have to have some type of converting sales process. So I would recommend, if you don't understand how to convert leads into customers, maybe you take the additional offer where I teach in my masterclass and I show you exactly how I've done it and exactly what my process is and exactly what I do to take these leads from here and put them through a cold outbound process and convert them into paying customers that are buying my products and services. All right, so we've already got 21 leads here from Google Maps. So we've already got 21 leads here from Google Maps. And the software is going to just keep doing its thing. It's going to keep doing its thing. It's going to keep getting leads and keep getting leads. And again, it's going to keep getting these leads until there's no more search results. So it's going to get all the leads until there's no more search results. If you want to stop at any time, you just click the stop button like I did, or you can just wait until it's finished, and whenever it's finished, it will stop automatically and download the file for you automatically. All right? So for the purpose of this demo, I'm not going to wait because I don't want you to be here for 25, 30 minutes. I don't want you to be here that long. So we've already collected 30 leads. Already collected 31 leads. So we're going to go ahead and stop now. And then here comes our file. Our file is downloaded automatically. And then here is all the information that we got from those people. So now we can actually start our outbound process. All right? So now you can see how easy the software is to use, how easy it actually works. We have a software for you if you want to use the Google Places. So if you want to use the Google Places, we have a software for you. If you want to use the Google Maps, we have a software for you. So in this offer, I'm actually including both softwares for you for a cup of coffee. I do love my coffee. You probably love getting new leads. So we're just going to make a little trade. You're going to buy me a cup of coffee. I'm going to give you two amazing softwares that will allow you to get unlimited leads from Google Places or from Google Maps. So if you take this offer, you're going to get both softwares. There's no limits on it. There's no additional upsells or anything like that in the software. It's a complete unlocked version of the software that you can use to get unlimited leads from Google Places or from Google Maps. I'm going to give you both of those softwares for a cup of coffee. And then if you look, there's also an additional offer that you can take if you want to get access to my masterclass, where I literally teach you how, as a 26-year-old weird young man, I've been able to build this multi-million-dollar software company by going in and using these softwares, getting the leads from these softwares, and taking them through a step-by-step process and converting them into paying customers. So if you think that's something that you'd be interested in, and knowing how a young man like myself has been able to actually build up this multi-million-dollar company and literally through cold outreach generate millions and millions of dollars of revenue and be able to build a multi-million-dollar company, then you should take that offer.